So it was a really good trip.
How'd you almost die? Yeah, we get a text like randomly in the middle of the night. Hey, what is that stuff you put in a wound to make it not get infected?
Oh yeah, that was also, and I cut up my foot. Yeah,
I was like, bro, you have Google.
Like, that wasn't even from surfing. That was just from walking on rocks with my wife. But we went, the surfing thing was it was weird. So on the flight down, I get this. I start thinking about this. Is my first time. I went back in the ocean once. We've surfed a bunch in the wave pool. Shout out to Scoot and Surf. It's fucking awesome. Everybody go check out American Dream Mall. And but I went out surfing with Casey Neistat once when we went out to like the Rockaways. And then this is the first time I've been like surfing back and like vacation, like some real potential waves. So like I have since obviously what happened in Hawaii. Oh, thank you.
Can you feel that now that it's that thick?
What?
That water or sweat?
It was just
that was
boogers.
That was boogers.
Oh, so thank you for telling me about that. I had this on my. That was a while I had it.
No,
yeah, that was a whole
episode.
episode.
Just started.
We can restart. We'll restart.
No, was it that crazy?
I
didn't see it.
Okay, so anyway, so we go. I'm in Costa Rica. I'm in Santa Teresa, Costa Rica. We arrive that afternoon. I go right to the surf shop to go get my board. I go. They show me the board, and I check out the leash of the board, and I put on the leash and the Velcro. It feels like worn. You know when Velcro feels like worn, feels like it falls off. And I tell the guy, and I'm like, hey, is this leash kind of like off? He's like, nah, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. I'm like, yeah, but look at the Velcro. It kind of feels off, right? He goes, but look, if you put it on all the way and then pull, it doesn't fall off. He put it on, pulls it, nothing. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable. He walks away, and I'm like, I don't want to be that fucking guy, but I'm feeling like a little like anxious. And I don't even want to bring this up, but like on the flight down, I had this weird fucking thought that like my leash was gonna break. Okay, so that's feeding into like my paranoia about this leash, and obviously we're going back in the ocean. There's like some fucking real waves. This is like, this is
telling a story.
Okay,
he's telling a serious story, Al. Come on,
so
be respectful.
I'm about to leave the surf shop, and I just go, fuck it. I'm like, dude, can I just have another leash?
Oh wow.
He goes,
good for you.
Yeah, sure, get another leash. I go, okay, fine, thank God. Get the other leash, put on the other leash. We'll go surfing that night. Everything's good. Had a fun surf session as the sun sets. Beautiful. Go out the next day. I'm surfing. Next day, it's fucking pretty big. I'm by myself out there. There's other people also surfing, but I'm surfing by myself. So you think of that a little bit, but it's really nice, relaxing. The waves are kind of heavy. Like it's a lot of fucking water moving, and I'm exhausted. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go I'm going surfing. I wake up every morning like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like exhausted. I've been surfing for a few hours, and I'm trying to paddle, and I realize I'm caught in a little riptide. And a riptide basically is like when water is funneling back out to the ocean. So there's this flow of water back out of the ocean, and you can't paddle against it. So what you do is you paddle across to the side, right? And you can see the riptide. You can feel it. You just cannot paddle against it. So I'm like, okay, let me just fucking paddle across and get the hell out of here. But I'm absolutely fucking exhausted. All of a sudden, I'm paddling across, and a set comes in. And I'm like, I'll take this wave. I paddle, get the wave, ride the wave, try to do a little maneuver, fall off my board. Everything's fine. I get up, still in the fucking riptide. And another wave is coming, and I dive under that wave. I feel this tug on my board, right?
Oh, shit.
And then all of a sudden, there's no tug at all. And my leg is really free. And I pop up, and I stick my leg out, and the leash is snapped. Not the Velcro went off.
Fuck.
The fucking rubber of the leash. I've never happened to me the entire time that I've gone surfing. I've been surfing since I was a child. The rubber snapped. I'm in a riptide, and I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Okay? The board is in front of me, paddling into the riptide. Okay? I go, and I'm sitting here, and I'm thinking like a million miles a second. I go, okay, I probably have enough energy to paddle to that board. But if a wave takes that board away before I get there, now I don't have enough energy to paddle out of this riptide, and I'm just getting sucked out to sea.
Yeah.
I go, fuck it. I paddle my ass off for the fucking board. And I see the board. It's maybe 20 feet in front of me. I'm paddling against this riptide. Granted, the board is also in the riptide, so it's not moving that much further away from me. I'm paddling my fucking ass off. All of a sudden, a wave comes from behind me. I'm like, for Alex to me right here is the board. Wave comes, covers me, takes the board. I pop up again. It's maybe by the TV. Thank God the wave didn't take it too far. I paddle, get on the board, and am able to get a fucking wave in and then go in.
Exhausted?
exhausted. And I look at the fucking leash, and there are these little cuts on the leash, the one that was switched to. I'm like, how the fuck would those cuts be on the leash?
Shark.
Imagine. No. You ever notice what people do with leashes on surfboards? They wrap them around the fins. The boards are left out in the sun baking, and it melts the leash a little, which is rubber, and that softness creates a little bit of a fray that then is pressed up against the fins that kind of cut it.
Crazy.
Fucked up that I had that thought that I was gonna snap the leash and then the fucking thing snapped.
Damn.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, that's wild. You did the same thing about Burning Man. Do you remember that?
No, what is it?
We were on the way to Burning Man, and you're like, bro, I just have this bad feeling, dude. I just I woke up in the middle of the night. There's a fucking explosion. Like it's like fucking crazy. I was like, yeah, we're at Burning Man. They're about to burn the thing. There's gonna be an explosion. And you were like, yeah, it's just weird. And then all of a sudden we're sitting in the RV.
Oh fuck!
And then the back of the RV explodes.
Yeah, the propane tank.
And literally the propane tank creates this giant crater in the earth.
I did have that.
Yeah.
But he said it before. That was the weird part. He was like, bro, I just knew something was gonna happen. I was like, well, this wasn't an
I
explosion.
had a nightmare about
It was
that
just
shit.
air or something that leaked out.
He's gonna be psychic Schultz from now.
That's what I'm saying.